So welcome everyone. This is our English lesson of the series Creative Writing. In this series, we will try to learn different kinds of writings that are there that are important from our exam perspective. Maybe you are reading in West Bengal board or you are in CBSE board. It doesn't matter for everyone. It will be important. So this is a whole new series for the creative writings where we will cover the things different kinds of writings like paragraph, letters, reports, etc, etc. So at first we will know what kind of writings are there. There can be a first kind of writing, that is paragraph. First type of writing that is very much important, and in most of the classes in 11, 12, and 9 and 10, all these four classes, at least for West Bengal board, this is important. So paragraph is something that can be written over anything, any animal, any fruit, any bird, anything of natural, anything natural, anything. It may be you have to write paragraph about your aim in life or your hero of your life. So everything can fall under this paragraph section. So basically the work area of and the diameter of a paragraph is very large, and everything and most of the things fall in under this thing. So this is called the paragraph section. Now we will learn about the letters. What kind of letter? Two kinds of letters can be there. One is informal and another is formal letter. And informal letter is your personal letters that you write to your brother or sister, your friends. So that kind of letters what we use for our personal use, that is informal letter. And another one is formal letter. It can be divided into four parts, that is editorial, applications, letters to government officials, and kinds of like this. So editorial letter is basically if you are writing a letter to the editor of any newspaper, if you are concerned about something or you want to express your view about something, and you are so you have to write a letter to the newspaper editor. So that falls under editorial letter. And one kind of formal letter. Another kind of formal letter is applications. Any kind of application, maybe it is to your headmaster or headmistress of your school or college. It may be to the municipality chairman, or the police station, or your bank. For bank, any kind of application, everything falls under this application category. This is also a kind of formal letter. Now later, apart from this, letter to any kind of government officials or any kind of officials or officers or any kind of office, if you are writing a letter, then it falls under the formal letter. So basically these are the difference between the formal and informal letter. Now we will talk about report writing. Report writing can be divided into two parts. One is newspaper report, another is reporting an event. Newspaper is report is what we see in the newspapers. We read news in our newspapers daily, and that is the kind of report that is reported by the newspaper reporters, and that is printed in the newspaper. So that is actually the newspaper report is, that is writing for newspapers. And another thing is reporting an event. Apart from the newspaper report, another kind of report writing is there, that is reporting an event. So being you are in a post, you are probably the student secretary, and you have to write a letter to your headmaster about the celebration of the birthday of Rabindranath Tagore, that is Rabindra Jayanti. Or there is an annual function in your school, so you have to report your headmaster how was the total event. You have to produce a report about any incident. Or the Kolkata police probably has arranged for a safe drive save life campaign. So you are reporting to the higher authority. You are one of the policemen and you are reporting a higher authority by producing a report. So these are called reporting an event. These reports doesn't get published in newspapers. So these are the difference between the new reporting an event and newspaper report. Now another important kind of writing is story writing. And stories can be of two different forms, and one is fictional and non-fictional. So what is fictional? That is the fictional stories are not real, like we see in Panchatantra Golpa and Jataka tales. Here we can see the personification among the animals also. The animals are talking with each other, and the animals are behaving like human, which is not possible, which is not rational. But those stories are based on fiction. based on our imagination. So these are the stories of imagination, and in this kind of stories there is a provision, and you have to write a moral. And another thing and kind of story is non-fictional story, that is of the real world, where where the persons are real and the incidents that are not fictional and imaginary, those are the real life events. So basically this is the difference between two different types of stories. Now some other kind of writings are also there. There is one kind of writing which is very much popular in West Bengal board, that is processing. Processing is where you will be given a few points, and you have to develop the points to write a whole paragraph about the preparation of anything. Basically it is the description of process for preparing something or some event. For instance, I will give you some instance that orange juice preparation. So orange juice is prepared by following few steps. So you have to write the full develop the points will be given there. You have to develop how, and develop to write a paragraph so that everyone can understand from by reading you that how orange juice is getting prepared. Or there may be preparation of tea, there may be preparation of egg curry, there may be preparation of newspaper or just paper. So everything what we see today, there is behind a huge long process behind them. So that is basically what we have to do during writing the process. So that is basically processing is. Now dialogue writing, we all know that in the conversation between two people, that is called dialogue. In this case simple matters are discussed among two people. Simple matters like the question may be two friends are coming back after watching a cinema. Then they are discussing among themselves what they thought about that cinema. So that is one kind of dialogue writing. So this kind of trivial matters, no kind of grave or big matters will be discussed here in your for your exam perspective. Just simple dialogue writing you have to practice. Now précis writing, I will say this is a bit difficult because it is not like unlike the summary writing. Here you have to read a full passage or paragraph, and after that you have to write the central idea to it. So that is précis writing. Now in this lesson we will discuss about paragraph, letter and report, and all other writings will be discussed in this series in the later parts that will be published. So today we will discuss about paragraph, letter and report, and we all know that these three are different types. Paragraph type and letter and report are of different types, so their construction of these writings will be different also, but we will concentrate on the main content. The construction will be elaborated, the construction will be explained to you in the next part of this video also, when we will do examples about the main content. How should we write the main content? So I have mentioned here few points that you need to remember if you want to write a good paragraph or letter or report, whatever you may say. The first point is read and understand the question carefully. At first you need to read the question and understand what the paragraph or letter is about. Now think about it and accumulate all information that you have. So you are not, if you are in the exam hall, I am talking about the exam hall, then you are what kind of information that you already know about it, that is all that you have, because at that time you don't have the access to the internet. So what you think about is what kind of information that you have. After reading the question, after understanding the topic, you have to think in your mind that what you know about that. That's what I am telling in this point. And after that, rearrange the information in forms of points. So you may have thousands of information coming up in your mind, but you have to make some points. Whatever information you have accumulated in your mind, just note down in few points. So points are there ready with you. Now start writing, avoiding any kind of complexity. So at the time of writing, I would say that try to make it simple. Try to use a simple language. Don't use complex paraphrases, phrases and complex words. It will just complex the writing itself. unless and until it is very much necessary, try to avoid the complexity and any kind of complex idea that is probably coming up in your mind, but you are not sure whether you will be able to deliver it in your writing with ease or not. Then in that case I would say that we should try to avoid that also. We will try to avoid any kind of complexity, and we will try to make it as simple as possible. So now today another now about the subject matters. If there is some letter or paragraph or newspaper report about natural calamities or man-made disaster. Natural calamities are the natural disasters that happens naturally, and in these cases human doesn't have any part to play. And another thing is man-made disaster, where the human being, we are responsible for those disasters. No, now if such kind of things happen, then what kind of points we will follow? At first, date, time and place you have to mention. We all know that whenever something happens, be it natural disaster or man-made disaster, you have to mention date, time and place. Now in the next point, the incident and its severity. Now we have to mention what the actual incident is and its effect on the people, how much severe it was. Now affected subjects may be different. In some cases the affected subjects may be the human beings, in some cases not the human beings, the animals, or in some cases the plants, or in some cases both humankind and the animals, or in some cases only plants and humankind. So this kind of combinations can be there, so you have to know that what is the affected subjects, and after that harm or loss of life or injury. What kind of harm or loss of life, what kind of harm has happened after the disaster? If there is any loss of life, then you have to mention it, and if there is any injury, then you have to mention it clearly, and you have to mention the number of persons who are injured or who has lost their life. Now in the next point, the role of human hand. Obviously if that is a man-made disaster, there will be the role of human being also. So we have to be very much honest about this, and if the humankind is responsible for this and a kind of people is responsible for this, then you have to mention it very honestly. Now what kind, in the next step we will discuss what kind of steps has been taken by the government, or in case of disasters, rescue operations, you have to mention about the rescue operations. When did the police came, where did the national disaster management team came, or when did the government officials came, kind of things like this. Aftermath or after effect, you will say, after happening of any incident, what is the kind of rescue operation happening, or arrests of the responsible if it is possible at the time of reporting. If you have information about the arrest of any responsible, then you have to mention it, because you are writing a newspaper report. Now your view how it could be avoided. In the last point, you have to, if you have yourself have to say anything, you will like to give any advice to the people how this could be avoided, or how in future these things can be avoided, then you can give your advice. So these are the things. If there is a question about natural calamity or man-made disaster, no matter whether it is a letter or paragraph or reporting of reporting, it is basically in the newspaper report, it is not a reporting of event. Obviously there is reporting of event also, it will be covered. So whatever it is, you have to, if something like natural calamity or man-made disaster is concerned, then you have to follow these points, and I am very much sure that with the help of these points, if you keep in mind these points, then it is going to help you a lot. Now I am giving you kind of examples which can fall under this. So at first, natural calamities are floods, earthquakes, cyclone, diseases like coronavirus, etc., where the humankind, the men are not responsible. And now we will discuss where men are responsible. Kind of examples are gas plant tragedies, car, train or bus accidents, war, terrorist attacks, etc., etc. So In the second instance, we are seeing like a train or bus accidents. This is man-made. War is man-made. Terrorist attacks are man-made. So these are the disasters which are man-made disasters. So I think this video had been helpful to you. What do you think about this video? Write in the comment section. And obviously many videos are going to come gradually, one by one, so keep following this channel.